Good morning, students. Let us begin with the 4.2, that is Indian traditions of visual arts, Drika Kala. Last time we have just seen the introduction, what is art. Now, this Indian traditions of visual art, that is Drika Kala. The art of painting and sculpting are visual arts. Now, what is sculpting? Create or represent by carving, casting, or other shaping techniques. This is what sculpting. Now, first we are going to see in that art of painting. Now, paintings are two dimensional, for example, sketches or paintings of nature, objects, and individual, like you are doing in the class in the drawing period. And paintings are drawn on various surfaces such as rocks, wallpapers, canvas of different types, and earthen pots. Now, who uses canvas? The big artists, big painters, they are using the canvas. One of the best name we are knowing about the modern time of artists, it is M.F. Hussain. He was the great painter, artist. Now, the mural of Bodhisattva at Ajanta caves is a fine example of the art of painting, as you can see that in the slide. Next, we are going to see that is folk styles of painting. Now, the style of folk painting dates back to Stone Ages, and such paintings have been discovered in many countries. The rock painting in the caves at Bhimbetka, very famous, it is very famous, and they are declared as a part of World Heritage Site. Rock paintings depict human, animals, and geometric figures. This is what about rock paintings. Means on the rock, many in many movies you can see backside of the artist, that on some rocks there is a paintings of humans, animals, or many geometric figures. The style of rock painting and the subject of portrayal went on changing according to the cultural changes from Stone Age to the beginning of agriculture. Black, red, and white colors were used in the rock painting and made from natural substances. Now we can see the different painting colors, crayons, this, that, but that time they were using the natural colors. The practice of customs such as decorating the houses, walls, and courtyards by drawing various figures and symbols during marriages or using panels of painting to narrate stories during festivals helped the regional styles of folk painting to develop. Now, what is the practice or custom? Such as whenever any festival is there, people were used to draw rangoli in front of their houses. That is called rangoli. As you can see the picture here, you can see the rock on the rock painting which is made from the natural substances. You can see that in the first picture. Then you can see the rangoli, modern and old form of the rangoli. Now next we are going to see that is different types of folk styles of painting. Now there are three types: Maratha style painting, Warli style of painting, and Chitrakathi tradition. Right? In Maratha style of painting, development started in the later half of 17th century, and this style consists of colored painting, and they occur as murals and miniature used in manuscripts. This what is mural? That is directly it is executed on wall. That painting is directly drawn on the wall. This style was influenced by Rajput and European styles of painting, and the style of painting helps us to understand lifestyle, attire, custom, etc. And these murals of Maratha style can be seen in the old vadas at the places like Vai, Minwali and Satara in Maharashtra. Now let us know something additional information about Maratha style of painting. That is pictorial and handwritten religious text, pictures on the wooden board. That is miniature painting, glass painting. These are the different types of paintings which evolved during Maratha period. The Maratha style of painting was influenced by Rajput and European styles of painting which brought diversity in painting. And wall paintings during the Peshwa period, that is 18th century, are available. Wall paintings were found on the front side of castle, drawing room, wall reserved in house, temple, peaks, these all places. And the subject of these wall paintings were mostly mythological, that means devotional. A thin wet layer of limestone was first applied on the wall, and then the pictures were drawn on it, and colors used were extracted from the natural sources like flowers, leaves and plants, and even from the elements like charcoal, gold and silver. And the prosperity in the later period of the Maratha rule had helped it to reach great heights. Now this is about Maratha style of painting. Second we are going to see, that is Warli style of painting. The tradition of Warli painting is one of the finest example of folk style of painting in Maharashtra. Jiva Somya Mashe popularized the Warli style of paintings, and he has been honored with Padma Shri in 2011 and many national awards and international awards he had received. Now, what is exactly Warli style of painting? A circle, triangle and a square placed at different angles make basic characters used in Warli painting. Humans, animal bodies and other objects are depicted using triangles joined at the tip. The Warli paintings depict day-to-day activities of the people of tribe, and hence mostly they are drawn on harvest festival, folk stories, celebrations in temple, marriages or any functions, etc. The paintings were drawn on red colored mud walls of huts. They used cute bamboo sticks as paint brushes to draw the paintings. After 1970, Warli paintings became known all over the world, and it is because of only the artist Jiva Somya Mashe, and who popularized this painting all over the world and died on 15th May 2018. This is about Warli style of painting. Next we are going to see Chitrakathi tradition. Now this tradition of narrating stories from Ramayana, Mahabharata with the help of wooden puppets and paintings is known as Chitrakathi or Pingul tradition. Now puppet shows we have seen, this is wooden puppet, making wooden puppets. The tradition of Chitrakathi is mentioned in Mansolas, a book written by Chalukya king Someshwara in 12th century CE, and the Thakur tribal community in the Konkan region near Kudal have preserved this tradition. They live in a village called Pinguli, and hence it is called Pingul tradition. It is drawn on paper and painted with colors made from natural substances. These are preserved carefully and passed on from one generation to another. The artist and the government are trying to preserve this tradition, which is the verge of extinction. This is about Maratha, Varli and Chitrakathi tradition. You can see this first picture. It is of Varli painting. Then on right hand above you can see Chitrakathi, and downside you can see the Maratha style of painting. Next we are seeing the classical styles of painting. Here the ancient Indian texts have explained various aspects of art in great details, and these are all together 64 arts mentioned in this text. The art of painting is mentioned as Alekhyam or Alekhya Vidya in this. Now it is said to have 6 main aspects, that is Shadange. The ancient Indian scholars studied these 6 aspects very minutely, very detailed, and they include Rupa Bheda, that is different shapes and forms, Pramana, that is proportionate depiction of various features of an image, Bhava, that is expression. We have the different expressions, laughing, crying, happy, sad, whatever. Next, Lavanya Yojana, that is aesthetics, that is beauty, we can say that is beauty. Sadrushyata, a resemblance of reality. Varnika Bhang, that is color composition. This is about 6 main aspects of Shadange. Agma text of various religious sects, Puranas, and Vastu Shastra text explain the arts of painting and sculpting in the context of temple and architecture. This is about classical style of painting. Next we are going to see miniature paintings in manuscripts. Now the miniature painting, this miniature derived from the Latin verb miniere, indicates a small illustration used to decorate an ancient or medieval illuminated manuscript. The miniature painting depicted such as court scenes, gardens, forest, palaces, hills and valleys, deserts, life of Lord Krishna, love scenes, hunting scenes or animal fights. Now the miniature paintings in the early manuscript shows an influence of Persian style. Now the Deccan miniature style was developed under the patronage of the Deccan Sultanates, and during the reign of Akbar, the Mughal emperor, the Mughal miniature style, showing a blend of Indian and Persian styles, was developed. Now here about Deccan miniature. This school came into existence during the 17th century AD. Most of the paintings depicted the love stories of Radha and Krishna, and also stories of Krishna Leela, Gita Govinda. These paintings were rich in color and often depicted the majestic landscape of the eastern parts of India. Next we'll see in the detail little bit Mughal miniature. Mughal paintings is a particular style of South Asian and particularly North Indian painting confined to miniature, either as book illustrations or as single works to be kept in albums. And it emerged from Persian miniature painting and developed in the court of Mughal Empire of the 16th to 18th century. Although many classic works of Persian literature continue to be illustrated as well as Indian works, the test of Mughal emperors for writing memoirs or diaries, and it is began by Babur, provided some of the most lavishly decorated texts such as Pachmanama, genre of official histories. Subjects are rich in variety and include portraits, events, and scenes from court life, wildlife, and hunting scenes, and illustrations of battles. And the Mughal painting style later spread to Indian courts, both Muslims and Hindus, and later Sikh, and was often used to depict Hindu subjects, and this was mostly used in the northern India. Now let us begin with the Western style of art. Now the Western style of painting is seen more nowadays. Abstract painting, modernism, impressionism, and some lesser known forms of art such as surrealism and photorealism form a part of vast Western form of art. Now in the British period, Indian artists came under the influence of European style of painting. An art school was established under the leadership of James Wales, a Scottish artist in the time of Savai Madhavrao Peshwe in Shaniwar Wada in Pune. He had done a portrait of Savai Madhavrao and Nana Fadnavis. Gangaram Tambat, a Marathi artist who worked with Wales, deserves a special mention here. He had made a drawing of rock-cut caves at Verul and Carley. Some of his drawings are preserved in Yale Center of British Art of Yale University. An exact portrayal of the object of the painting is characteristic of the European style. A number of renowned artists were trained in the J.J. School of Art and Industry, which was established in 1857 CE, offering courses in European style of painting. Pestanji Bomanji, an alumni, that is student of this school, made replicas of Ajanta painting. Now here James Wales, he was a Scottish artist born in Peterhead in 1791, and he arrived India and painted portraits of Savai Madhavrao, Nana Fadnavis, and other people of Maratha Empire. He also made drawings and paintings of the Elephanta caves and Ellora caves. His depictions of latter were published in the 1803, and the book Hindu Excavations in the Mountain of Ellora near Aurangabad in Deccan. Next very well known institution we are knowing of the art, that is J.J. School of Art. It is situated in CST, that is Mumbai, near the railway station. And Sir J.J. Institute of Applied Art is an India applied art institution based in Mumbai, and it is a state government college that was created through its sister school, the Sir J.J. School of Art. And the Pestanji Bomanji was a painter trained in the academic realistic style of the Bombay School of Art. So he was the student of this school, made the replicas of Ajanta paintings. Next is sculptural art that we are going to see in the next video. Here you can see the two pictures. First picture you can see the Savai Madhavrao and Nana Fadnavis, and second Gangaram Tambat with his guru. Here you can see the Verul and Karle, it is a rock cut caves at Verul and Karle. Down you can see the JJ School of Arts. Thank you students for watching the video.